Hey there, Matrix family. My name is Travis Valdez, Matrix Global Director of Education. And today, we're talking about the hottest trend in salons, low-key color. This Matrix signature service is a 12-foil lightening technique that gives beautiful dimensional results and for a low-maintenance, gorgeous color.
Did I mention it's only 12 foils?
And guess what? All in an hour and a half. This means less time for your clients in the chair and more time for you to book other services. This technique can be used on any hair type, texture, and color combination. Celebrating our pro community is a part of the Matrix DNA, and for this technique, we partnered with our talented global Matrix artist, Sam James from Adelaide, Australia, to create this look. This technique video is broken into 4 chapters: sectioning, lightening, glossing, and finishing. You can watch the whole thing for the full tutorial or skip to the chapter that you want to see now and save the rest for later. So let's get into it.
We know every service starts with a thorough consultation. The model here is looking to cover her grays, brighten around her face, and not have to come back in 4 weeks. To begin, section the hair down the natural part from the crown to the hairline, and from the crown to the top of the ears. Then section the back away with a clip. The low-key technique uses curved sections to accommodate the round of the head shape. Notice how Sam takes a curved section to parallel the hairline. From the center part, weave or slice the hair depending on the amount of light you want to see. This will be your first foil. Apply high riser with 20 volume to the weaved section, then fold and secure. For the second foil, begin from the starting point of the first foil. This focal point will become the money piece for the technique. Continue with your curved diagonal section and use a macro weave pattern. Apply the high riser off the roots first, then the mid-lengths and ends. Neatly fold and secure. Gently flip the foils up and secure. Now onto the sides. Depending on your client's hairline, you'll add 1 or 2 curved foils along the temples. Weave the curved section, place the foil, and add the lightener. Then fold and secure. The fourth foil will be placed at the side of the head and extend above the ear. Depending on the client's hairline, another curved section can be placed in the recession area. Use your creative judgment here. Once the fourth curved section is secure, continue with the same weave pattern as before. Apply the lightener, then fold and secure the foil. The first top foil will start from the same point as the first 2 foils and will create a modern approach to the money piece. You'll maintain the curved sections on top as well, then use the macro textured weave. We will be backcombing the base to diffuse the line of demarcation. Place the foil, paint the lightener, saturate the hair, then fold and secure. Place the foil, but do not apply lightener on the backcombed hair. Continue with consistent curved sections and macro texture weaves until you reach the natural part. The top will have about 2 to 3 foils depending on the client's density. Now onto the other side of the head. You'll continue with the curved sections and weaving the front hairline for the money piece. Mimic the first foils paralleling the fringe on the left. The second will be at the same starting point. Take a curved section and weave. Place the foil, saturate, and secure. Repeat the same technique using curved sections and weaves for the side foils. One to parallel the front hairline and the next above and to behind the ear. Remember to use your creative eye to determine how many foils your clients may need. Low-key color is about efficiency for the pro and less time for the client in the salon. On to the top. You're going to repeat the same technique you did on the other side. The last foil will live just below the natural part. This will be the last of your 12 foils and complete your low-key lightening. Process until the foils have lifted to the desired level. Then rinse the hair well, shampoo and massage with Instacure Mighty Bonds shampoo, billion bond care to fight damage, ideal for post-lightening services. To prepare for the glossing service, gently rough dry the client's hair. Here, we're using the new Airlight Pro to dry the hair faster, lock in hydration, and save energy. For low-key glossing, there are two techniques that can be used. A root shadow, which is applied 2 to 3 inches from the root, leaving a grown-out feel, and a root tap, where only 1/2 to 1 inch is applied to blend the line of demarcation. For the first formula, we have a mix of Super Sync 3NN and 5NN to create a 4NN. One of the model's goals is to cover her gray, but she doesn't want to use an ammoniated color. Super Sync is always mixed with 10 volume, equal parts, and processes for 20 minutes without heat. The second Super Sync formula will be lighter than the first, and the third will be with Tonal Control Blonde Max 10 GB with 10 volume. Notice the first formula is applied 1/2 inch away from the hairline, then about 2 to 3 inches down. Now with the front hairline, tap the roots to create a little depth. Continue with the root shadow technique until all the roots are applied. The front hairline will only have 1/2 to 1 inch at the root, leaving it brighter around the face. For a more seamless blend, use a detangling brush to pull the root color softly into the mid-lengths. Once all the roots have been applied, you'll move on to the medium color for the mid-lengths. Here we selected Super Sync 6A and 6M with 10 volume. Thoroughly apply the level 6 through the mids and melt with the root color. Notice the last 2 to 3 inches of the hair are left out. For the third formula, we're using Blonde Max 10 GB on the ends of the hair. On the disconnected hairline, apply Formula 1 and 3, not Formula 2. This approach will keep the color lighter around the face. After processing for 20 minutes without heat, the glossing application is complete. Next, you're going to rinse the hair very well and gently shampoo and condition with Instacure Build-A-Bond. When applying the Instant Revival liquid mask, start with the ends first, then work your way up the lengths towards the roots. Allow the mask to absorb for 5 minutes, massage the client, then rinse well. Once back in the chair, gently comb out the hair to prep for the blow-dry. For the blow-dry lotion, we are using the newly formulated anti-breakage strengthening leave-in conditioner, formerly Unbreak My Blonde. This will nourish, hydrate, soften, and provide heat protection without adding weight. Excellent for post-lightening and glossing. Now using the Airlight Pro, Sam will style her model. With the new infrared technology, you'll get 14% faster drying time, 11% less energy used, and locked-in hydration. For added polish and shape, she's using an 1.5 inch iron to finish the style. Then applying 2 pipettes of Food for Soft oil, our #1 Matrix product for more moisture and softer hair. Sam's using a wide tooth comb to break up the curls and giving the shape her final touch. The finish is where you can let your own styling skills shine. And voila! How gorgeous is this Matrix Signature Service low-key color? Our 12 foil technique with a low maintenance, natural grow out, and beautiful multi-dimensional results. Achieved with the combination of High Riser, Super Sync, and Blonde Max. All in one uncomplicated service. Simply stunning.